I did a poster board rather than a bulletin board because I did not have a bulletin board at my disposal. And on the poster board, I actually chose to make it mirror the Brazilian map. I was actually pretty impressed overall with my lack of creativity, the way I was able to pull that off. From the things I learned, I liked the Brazilian map because it actually shows how big the country is. 3.2 million square miles, making it the largest in South Africa. It's full of green, blues, and yellows, kind of really captured the diversity of the nation. From a cultural fact standpoint, I was struck by how unique Brazil is compared to the rest of Latin America. The official language is Portuguese, which sets it apart, and the culture is a dynamic blend of European, African influences all over. The famous carnival celebration in Rio de Janeiro sounds like an incredible festival that brings the whole country together. When it comes to the traditional music, I learned about how really fascinating the genres were. Samba has a very rhythmic dance style to it that originated in the slums of Rio. Some of the other Brazilian roots with jazz, creating a smooth and mellow sound. The Foro, I think is how it's called, is a lively bass dance music in the Northeast region. Movements is pretty interesting. Looking at the characteristics of the Brazilian music, I noticed the infectious rhythms and lively tempos that seem to be a common thread throughout. The instruments seemed very basic, at least from the ones that I found, but they seem to be easy to play as you go if you actually were musical. I can't imagine how that wooden bow and the metal wire create a unique tone, but for me it looked more like something we used to hear with. The bulletin board shows how music is deeply woven into the cultural identity of Brazil. It's a way for people to express themselves, celebrate and connect with each other. I did have the 5 facts about the culture on there. I had descriptions of the musical instruments that were on there. Some characteristics of the music which I've already spoke about. The usage, a lot of it is used in religion. I thought that was kind of cool just for my purposes. It's embedded in the culture overall. The styles, samba, bossa nova, fora, capoeira, I talked about those a little bit already. Nothing really, I think just from the cultural standpoint, was cool to see how it impacts and how it's really integrated in almost every fabric of life. That's my poster board. Thanks.